Hi David, this is Amanda with Digital Velocity and SEO, and here's that screencast video I was telling you about. Sorry this is a little bit long or later than I had anticipated. Today was kind of a crazy day for me. So, but first I wanted to kind of go over Google Business. So I know that yours is suspended right now. So Garage Door MD is showing up when I type in your name. But basically, so when you search for whatever service you're looking for in the area, what should come up is the map pack. Well, first of all, let me back up just a little bit. So above the map pack, there's this thing called Google Guaranteed. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but your business is one of the ones, one of the niches that they allow into this program. And I have all of my contractors on this because it's a really great ad program. It's not like Google's regular pay-per-click where, you know, somebody else could go on and click your ad a bunch of times and run up your cost. It's really only for qualified leads. And so we go in there and we set, you know, your service area and the services that you provide, because they kind of break it down inside of there to see, you know, into subsections. So do you want to do replacement? Do you want to do repair? Do you want to do blah, 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 blah? And you select whatever you want. And then if somebody calls and they're outside of your service range, or they're asking for a job that you don't do, as long as you follow certain rules, which I can go into in greater detail if we decide to move forward on this, but as long as you follow those rules, we can apply for a refund for those leads, so you're not actually getting charged for them. So you're pretty much just getting charged for like actual qualified leads. So it's way better than any other ad program, or I mean 1,000 times better than Angie's List or Home Advisor. You're the only one getting the lead. You're not having to compete with other business owners for it. So this is an awesome program, and this is more for like immediate leads. You know, if you're needing business right now, this is what I would suggest to do. SEO, which I'll explain here in a little bit, it's like the long game. You know, it takes time to build, and so I always, you know, tell my contractors, basically we run the ads right then so they can get business right then, and then, you know, in the background the SEO is building, and so eventually they'll get to a point where they're getting enough, you know, leads from their website that they could turn the ads off or turn them down, you know. So that's number one. So here's the map pack, right? So the map pack are these first 3 or 4 listings that show up right by the map. So to get into the map pack takes a different set of things than to get into the organic listings down below. A lot of people don't know this. But you can get into this map pack without even having a website. So basically it takes an optimized Google business listing. So making sure that, you know, the listing is completely built out, that you have, you know, good reviews, that you've got pictures, that you're, you know, in the right categories, just that you know, they give you I think it's 600 or 800 word description, making sure that that's filled out completely with a couple of keywords in there. Just, you know, a certain set of things that we do to optimize this listing. And then the second half of it, as equally important, is what's called citations. So citations are your business name, address, and phone number as it's listed on Google in different directories across the web. So things like Yext, Yellow Pages, BBB, you know, anywhere that there's a business directory listing. What my business does is we go and we build 200 of those for each business that we work with, so that you far surpass your competition, and so that it takes them some time to catch up to you. So that's what it takes to get into this first part here. Then the second part down here, the organic listings, is where your website comes into play. So most of the time you'll see that there's going to be different businesses in the map pack than there is in the organic listings. There's still, you know, hung rate is down here too in the organics, but so looking at the back end of your website, so this is your site here once it loads. Come on. So basically what it's going to show here is this UR and DR score. So, excuse me. The DR is the trust that Google has in you, that you are who you say you are and you do what you say you do. And the UR is the power that's being driven to your website. You drive power to your website by what's called backlinks. So backlinks are essentially any link that's on another website that leads back to your site. So like if there was a blog post where the author was talking about garage doors in Olympia and there was a hyperlink and that led back to your site, if it's what's called a do follow link, then that site is saying, okay, yeah, I'll share my power with them. And so they share their power with you. And there's also no follow links where they don't share their power with you. But which you need a kind of a balance of both of them because it's what looks organic. But do follow links are how you get the power here, and they're what moves your keywords up into the rankings. So, you know, initially, if you have the keyword in the content on your website, you're going to show up for it, but it just kind of depends on how much competition there is, you know, where you're going to show up for that initially. So most of the time it's, you know, on page 2 or 3, 4 or 5, just depends on how many, you know, other businesses there are in the area. But basically you need to build those backlinks to those keywords to move them up in the rankings so that you rank in the first 3 for your keywords. So right now you have 3 keywords and you're getting 1 traffic from that keyword. So looking at your keywords here, and I didn't look at this before, so this will be, so you've got garage door replacement, Yelm, Washington, R&D garage, and garage door repair, Yelm, Washington. So basically, this volume right here is how many people are searching for it per month. The KD is the keyword difficulty. So this is how hard the word is to rank for, basically how much other competition is trying to rank for the word. So a KD of 0 is very easy to rank for. So you'd be able to, if we were going after these words, say that you would be able to rank for these words in the first about month and a half. The CPC is the cost per click, so if you were running Google ads for these, the traffic is how much traffic you're getting from this one word, and then position is the position on Google that you're in. So for garage door replacement, Yelm, Washington, you're in the 13th position and you're getting 1 traffic from that. So going back and looking at some of your competition here. So I pulled up 3 different competitors. Hung right doors is one of them, and so we'll see here. Sorry, these were already loaded. I don't know why they're loading again. You really want to have a 1-to-1 ratio here, basically. So if this is 17, you want this to be 17 so that it's equal. So theirs is low, but it's still pretty equal, which is good. So 611 backlinks they have coming from 34 different sites. They're ranking for 335 keywords and they're getting 141 traffic from that. So looking at their keywords, and the way that you rank for keywords, the way that you show up for them is by having them in the content on your website. So like for your homepage, I think you had like 258 words on your homepage. Google really likes to see at least 1,500 words on your homepage. And that way you're able to target about 10 keywords because you can't target more than like 1 keyword per every 125 words of content. Otherwise, Google will see you as keyword stuffing and they will actually sandbox your site, which means that you can't rank. So it's kind of a delicate balance between, you know, words and keywords. And so, you know, that's why we build out more pages and have more content, is so that we can target more keywords. So you'll see here what we would do, you know, is go in and target location specific keywords. So we go in and we do the keyword research and we find, you know, the ones that have the biggest amount of volume with the lowest KD, lowest keyword difficulty, and then we go after those words so that we can try and get you ranking for the most traffic, you know, in the least amount of time. So if you see here, like garage door repair Olympia, so there's 100 people per month that are searching for that keyword. The keyword difficulty is 3. The cost per click, if you were going to run ads for that word, would be $19.37. They're getting 19 traffic from this word, and they're in the 4th position. So you can kind of see, you know, they're in first, fourth, third, first, second. They're on the first page of Google for all of their keywords here. I mean, until this spot here. They're 17th here, but so you see all of their keywords do have locations in them. So this is a good example of what we would go after. Is a lot of these keywords here to try and get you ranking for them, you know, above them. So pretty much all of their keywords are pretty relevant. You know, that they'll have stuff. So like, you know, if they're showing up for like a ton of keywords, you're like, oh man, that's a lot of keywords. I don't know how I'm ever going to rank for that much. Well, it doesn't really matter how many they have. It's really about the quality of ones they have. So like, Clope, Canyon Ridge, you know, that doesn't really have anything to do with their business. Aberdeen, Washington, Olympia, Washington. So they have this somewhere in their content, but that's not necessarily a keyword that you need to rank for. It's just something that they're showing up for. So, and you can see they're really not getting any traffic for any of these words anyways. They're really only getting traffic for these words right here. So we would go and target these words for sure, and then do the keyword research and find the words that maybe they're not even showing up for that we can target and to funnel some more of that traffic towards you. So let's look at another one of your competitors, which I noticed something really weird here, and I'm pretty sure that Hung Right is like working the system because I'm pretty sure, hold on, I think that it's Olympia. Let's see. This one's Garage Door Seattle. So no, yeah, so it's Olympia. Basically, Hung Right is double dipping. So like here's the Olympia Garage Doors website, which is basically, this is a really weird thing that they did here. It's all blog posts, and they're using like it's a food blogging format. So like, computer doesn't want to scroll. So this thing down here, it says Pro Theme by Feast Design. This is like a recipes and food plugin for WordPress. It's just kind of weird they used it, but I was reading through some of these, and you can see here one of them says why you would want to hire Hung Right doors. So like, I think that what they're doing is, I think that they have a lead generation site. So they've got a second website that they're ranking, that they're funneling leads through, and they're just forwarding this number. So people are calling Olympia Garage Doors, but it's getting forwarded to Hung Right. See about Hung Right Doors blog. So this is, you know, technically a different business, or that's what it's looking. It's what it's supposed to look like, but then it's about Hung Right Door. So either Hung Right bought them out, or they're double dipping in the website traffic. But that's not really relevant. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Here's another one of your competition. So they've got a lot of backlinks, which is giving them, you know, not really that much power. So they must be having a lot of like no follow links, and they're only coming from 148 sites. So this isn't really good. You want to have, you know, more domains that they're coming from than just 148 for 10,000. That's just kind of weird. But they have a lot of keywords too. So we'd go through and, you know, what we do is we basically take theirs and then we do it better. So if there's anything that, you know, we can target for you, then we go and take that. And if there's something that we can't get a link for, you know, for their links, basically we go and target their links and see if we can get them for you. And if we can't, then we build a higher quality link. I don't know what your service area is. I'm not thinking that you probably go to Seattle, but there's much higher search traffic in Seattle, as you can see. So that's why they're getting more traffic, is because they're targeting a bigger area. But yeah, so those are kind of some of the ways that I can show you, you know, that why your competition is outranking you, and some of the ways that you could, you know, improve to to get some of that traffic and to get some of those leads coming to you. If you want to schedule a time to sit down and have a phone call with me where we could just kind of go a little bit more in detail about, you know, your goals and how I could potentially help you reach them, just go ahead and respond via email, or you can give me a call and we can get that on the schedule sometime next week. And yeah, I hope that you found this helpful, and have a great day.